Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I put a lot of makeup on. This is not how I usually look like, and I have my bathrobe. And I'm filming this video because I have 2 days of holidays, and now theoretically I should be working on a group project, but sometimes you just need me time, and in the end, everything always works out. So I'm just taking the time to film another video. And first of all, I feel like recovery has been something that has been so far ago, like so far away. I just don't feel like in the zone anymore to really talk about it because yesterday I finally managed to talk to my boyfriend about it. I explained the whole story with pictures, and really it was very difficult for me because I hate talking about it about to people that I know and that mean a lot to me. It's very difficult. I don't know if you can relate, but I just really struggle talking to people about it. Except if they're strangers and I'm never gonna see them again, then it's okay for some reason. But yeah, so I cried a lot, and it's just every time I talk about it, it's just so emotional to me. Even though I'm really, really great right now, I don't worry about any of those topics. But still, I don't know, it has had such a huge impact on my life. I cannot even describe it, and I think I missed so many beautiful moments because of it that it kind of still, and I went through so much pain, and so that's why I right now don't feel that entitled to talk about it, simply because I kind of lost the touch of how hard it is. Nowadays, I think back, I'm like, whatever. But when you're in the moment, like getting yourself to just not care about eating and just eat regardless of what your brain says, it's just the most difficult thing on earth. And I think the whole recovery process itself, it was just so transformative for me. I really came out as a different type of person. I'm a lot more extroverted, a lot more confident, because simply I had to learn to love myself and be myself, even though I wasn't fitting the beauty standard at all. I was way too big for the beauty standard. Now I think, in a normal range again. And so it's much easier. But if you're not the beauty standard, it's just more difficult because you know what people think, even though everyone always says, like, in the end it's just character that counts, blah blah blah. Yes, but still, like, there is some part that is just also dependent on what you look like, and nobody can deny that. But what I do want to say is, when I was explaining that to him again, for me, the easiest way to explain it is that when you're in an ED, you are so malnourished, you have so little energy that you don't really have the energy to be happy. And then once I got into recovery, yes, it was very difficult, but there were still moments of real happiness that I hadn't experienced in a long time. And the more nourished and like stable I got, the happier I got. And now I'm just overall very like satisfied. I don't really have anxiety, which is crazy. Like, now it feels normal to me, but back then, feeling like I do now, like just going anywhere and feeling confident and quite happy about it, crazy. Yeah, and so I think, looking at it now, back then I thought I just don't want to worry about food, but it is so much more. Like, recovery gives you so much more than stopping to worry about food. It's really, really stopping to worry in general. Of course, I still have insecure moments, etc. But generally, I am so chill all the time, so confident that I can just tell you that if you have enough energy and you've went through something so transformative and something that really, really impacts you, like recovery, you will come out as a very mature person and as someone who just takes life in a different way and is just so grateful about it. Yeah, so I think those are some words I want to share that I kind of have as a feedback, but then I also want to tell you, my boyfriend, he reacted so sweetly, very like trying or like understanding and like very sweet, even though, I mean, obviously he suffered with the opposite, that he never was able to gain weight and it really, really bothered him that he's so skinny. So it's very difficult for him to understand, and he knows that his struggles were not as dramatic as mine, but still in a way he could relate. But yeah, it was very good to open up about it. And then I also told him like if he could make sure to not comment a lot about food and stuff like that, because I hate it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I mean, he doesn't do it at all a lot, but sometimes he did comment something. But usually it was more about like the health of a food. But he really didn't do it often. But yeah, so it was really great for me to open up about it. It was very difficult. Like even the start, whenever I have to start talking about something important, it just takes so long. I'm like, I just have a few minutes of silence because I don't know what to say. But yeah, it really helped me that I had like the folder with photos that I could go through and then kind of just explain it to him based on the photos. And yeah, so we were both also saying like it's so horrible that so many people have to go through something like that. It really is insane, like the beauty standard, what it does to people is just so stupid. And I think you're just not immune to it when you're young. I feel like now with my 20s, it's getting much easier to not care about my looks, but when I was younger, it was really, really difficult. And so I relate to anyone that still feels like their beauty really defines their worth. I've been feeling like that for a long time, or I felt like that for a long time. And I promise if you really, really train your mind, it's gonna get better. It just takes quite a while. So yeah, I wish you a lot of patience, a lot of just going and like going through the day, even though everything is really hard. I promise there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it's just that you don't know how much time it will take, and that's the difficult thing. Like there's nothing where you can look forward to, like in 2 months it's gonna be over. You never know how long it's gonna take in your case, so I don't know, just try to be patient and try to focus on things that make you happy. Bye.